So welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time we made our way east to Fuchsia City into a really freaking long route with 1,000,000 trainers. And we're still going through said route as we speak. And this time, I really hope to God that we make it through Route 13 and 12 to Lavender. The goal is to at least make it to Lavender. We have a lot of fights ahead of us, and I do not like that there's a hiker immediately. I am going straight to Nexus. So yeah, kind of like how we've been handling this before. If there's trainers worth of interest, I'll mention them, but otherwise, a lot of these fights I'm probably just gonna skip, because these guys are really low level. Very weirdly so. I kind of complained about that last episode, but I don't know why these guys are so low leveled while we've been fighting pretty much around the high 30 levels for the most part in Kanto, at least before then. I don't know, it's very odd. I digress. Graveler. And you'll just get surfed to death. That's another thing too, that's why I'm kind of skipping a lot of these fights, is because they're not interesting whatsoever besides the ones that have new Pokemon, so just bear with me. This is pretty much the longest route in history. Hello, Golem. If anything off-screen that I did go do a couple of Buena's password things, and I actually did the lottery twice, and one of which I actually landed a PP up from, which is pretty rare. That's the third place prize, so I was actually kind of surprised I got that. I probably won't use it. If anything, I'll sell it, but still nice for the money, even though we're making so much from Kanto. You are a phone number. Once again, ready to give you a call, yes. I hopefully will never fight you again. Skipping ahead, unless if it's something interesting. You have a Whismur. Why is it level 41? This is what I'm talking about, the leveling in this. And it's not even an excuse of just Gold, Silver, and Crystal being weird. This is a Gen 3 Pokemon, which is... This girl didn't have this in the originals. They could have made it different. Why? I don't mean to complain so much, but seriously, it makes no sense with a lot of the leveling in this game. You have a Weasel. Man, I'm not gonna be able to skip a lot of these fights, huh? Apparently everybody has stuff from Gen 3 and 4 here. I really like Weasel. I don't use floats enough, but I think it's just because Weasel's one of those very overused Sinnoh Pokemon. You look up any old Let's Play of Platinum or anything like that, and 9 times out of 10 people are using a Weasel. Then again, that kind of falls into line with Staraptor and Luxray and Garchomp, and a lot of Pokemon are very overused. Lucario is one of them, too. Why is this Magikarp level 65? What the hell is this route? I was just looking, I was about to have an idea about how I was going to handle these routes, and I look back and this is a level 65 Magikarp. What the hell? And the other 2 Pokemon this guy had was a Nidoking and a Slowking, actually. Why the hell? Okay, whatever. That's so weird. There's so many weird things. So I think the way I'm going to handle this route from here on is, once I go into this fight with a trainer, stopwatch. Here's what to do. Unless if there's... Actually, it's going to be showing anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to be kind of speeding through this route until we get into the next route, because there's just so much fodder here, and I'd rather just speed through it and at least still show you the fights rather than cut ahead to random Pokemon and all that stuff. It just feels really pointless, so I digress. Again, just bear with me with the amount of trainers there are in these routes and phone numbers and the such, so I guess until then, I guess you'll see me in the future. So I don't know how this is gonna work, but you'll see me in just a second, I guess. Okay, I know I fast-forwarded up to this point. I'm not done with the route just yet, but frick, that one guy had all Pikachus. He had 6 Pikachus. This route sucks. I hate this route, but we're almost done with it, so I might as well just show the double fight here. Literally, there was nothing else to talk about with those other trainers. It was just like a guy with a Sudowoodo and then a guy with 6 Pikachus. Why? I don't know. I guess you also saw there, too, that Nexus did get a level out of it, so... here's a little bit more of a reasonable fight. Just a Psyduck and a random Kadabra. I am more terrified of the Kadabra because, I mean, I'm not really concerned about the Kadabra, actually. The worst thing that thing can do is hit Card really hard. That's about it. Not intending to rhyme. Oh, God, you have Psychic at this point. I forgot about that. That shouldn't kill. I have good special defense. Okay, I was going to say. I probably should have done Crunch. I keep forgetting that Dave is more of a physical attacker at this point, but it doesn't matter. You're dead anyways. No level ups. And, sure, I guess. Something interesting in this route is I believe you can actually get Farfetch'd in this route, at least in the original games you could. It's in that grass up to the north. I did not... That is a jerk placement game. Speaking of Farfetch'd. Really? You're not as interesting as the guy coming up to before the Victory Road that just had a random Farfetch'd in a corner that was like level 40 for some reason. Whatever. Get out of here, Farfetch'd. You suck. At least you don't win my number. Oh my god, how many trainers are there? This has to be, like, record for the most amount of trainers in a route. Seriously. I don't mean to complain so much, but this is just ridiculous. Spoink. Okay, this one's actually well worth it. Level 40 as well. That should have been a Grumpig at this point, I think. Then again, I've never used a Spoink, so I can't remember what it... I think it evolves, like, in the level 30s, if I had to guess. I do not know. I wonder if anybody's actually used a Spoink on their team up. If you have, leave it in the comments below, because I'm curious about how good that thing is. Then again, in casual Pokemon, most Pokemon are pretty decent, unless if you're using crap like Sunkern. Which just reminds me of the meme that I saw. Oh, hello, Talo. It reminds me of a meme I saw a long time ago where somebody basically just ran through the entirety of this game and the post-game with just a Krabby. And did not use anything else but Krabby. I've talked about Krabby before. Krabby's actually a really good powerhouse. It has a stupidly huge attack stat for what it is, and it's a move of Crab Hammer just complements it very well. It can tear through things, especially if it overlevels everything else in the game. So, I mean, I guess there is the meme of, for all evolution, it all leads to Crab. And in this case, Krabby is the ultimate form, the ultimate life form of this game, I guess. Sorry, Arceus. Level 50. That makes it Warp being the one left behind so far. Thank God he didn't win my number. Alright, swapping over to Warp. And we continue on. Now, there's only like one other route. Yes, Route 12. Here we go. This is kind of a bad route. There's 3. Okay. I think there's more fishermen up there as well. I probably just want to have Jag out for this, though. Yeah, because all these guys are going to have water types. No, I don't want to surf on the water. And there's no new Pokemon here either. It's just a bunch of trainers. And again, I don't mean to complain about it so much, but there comes to... Really? Level 18. This is the crap I'm talking about. There's just so many, like, fodder fights that don't even help you at all. Like... That's what I'm talking about. That's my main complaint with this route is there's a lot of Pokemon there just kind of random. The level 65 Magikarp guy was hilarious, but besides him, like, I mean, I guess there are some trainers that gave us some pretty good levels, and along with that, some of them had unique Pokemon like Spoink and the such, but I digress. Why so many damn trainers? I'd rather have, like, fewer trainers with more Pokemon than more trainers with lesser Pokemon. Because, like, I don't know. I'd rather have the XP than the money at this point. We're really not using money for anything right now besides Pokeballs and healing items occasionally. And even then, we haven't really had to grab any Pokeballs since we got Lugia, so... Actually, I think the last time I bought Pokeballs was for the roamers. So, please, you have something better. For once, a trainer that was worth your time. That guy just had he actually had 3 Gyarados, which was actually pretty nice. I'm gonna go to Warp, because this guy's just a flying guy. Already halfway done through this little water route. What the hell is that guy saying? If I remember right, he has something special? Firo, no. I think he also gives you his number, so I might as well show this way since I'm already talking. Waterfall. It's been a while since we used... Actually, that's not true. We literally just used Warp for the entirety of the Fuchsia City Gym. Never mind. I'm already forgetting things. Waterfall. Please, one shot? No. Alright. We'll just keep spamming Waterfall. Really nothing much to say. I guess for random stuff. At the time of this recording, it's been like a few days since was it the HD I guess it's more of a actually, no, it is more of a remake, I guess, technically. Remaster. I'm gonna say it's a remaster of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which a lot of people have varying opinions on because I mean, you get what says on the box. It's the Wii version just with HD graphics. Although I do like that they brought in the 3DS levels, which is cool, I guess, and the 3DS mechanics if you choose to go with them. I don't know. I'm happy with it. Oh, this guy's just weird. Never mind. This house, though, is special. I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. You seem to like fishing. Am I right, or am I right? People say I have keen eyes. Yes, just as I thought. Here, fishing fan, take this. It's a super rod. Oh boy, it's been a long time coming for that. Try your hand at fishing wherever there's water. Remember, you can catch different Pokemon depending on which rod you use. The Super Rod is the best of the rods, in which case you had to wait till friggin' post-game to get it. Oh god, oh my god, there's so many trainers still. We still need to keep going north. I want to go with Jag, and then I'll swap to Card. I'll swap Warp back to the lead to take out the double fight. So as we're fighting these people, I'm not going to go too crazy about fishing encounters because fishing gets really complicated. Oh god, this makes it complicated too with the Quagsire. But there are a couple Pokemon I do want to mention. One of them, okay, actually, let me decide what I want to do here. Because I do, we'll go with Nexus, that's fine. Because there's a couple Pokemon, one that I never mentioned, and one that I should have mentioned a while ago. Oh, okay, that sucks. So first off, I'm an idiot when it comes to a Pokemon a long time ago at Whirl Islands. I didn't realize you could get it with the good rod at this point, but yeah, no. It's a lot easier to get with the super rod, so that's why I'm going to cover Seadra now. Seadra, as extended with Horsea, is really good. You skip its evolution of Horsea, so you don't have to worry about leveling it up. It's I believe it's just a pure water type, but it becomes a water dragon type, which is an amazing typing. Really ridiculously powerful. And there's not a lot of weaknesses it has. It's a very offensive Pokemon as well. It's a very good Pokemon. The only downside is that its full evolution requires Dragon Scale, which can only be obtained from either Dragon's Den with a random chance, or well, actually, it's just one on the floor in Dragon's Den, I believe, and then it's either Dragon's Den or Mount Moore, I can't remember, but you can also get it from Horseys that may be holding the item, which is very rare, so keep that in mind if you're wanting to get a Kingdra. Now, for one that's actually a new encounter, and I talked about it with Chinchou, it's Lantern! All the way over in Johto. You can basically find it in most routes, namely New Bark Town, or the water in New Bark Town, and basically anywhere you can find it Chinchou. I like Lantern a lot. I like its typing a lot. Now, granted, its stats are not the greatest in the world, needless to say, but it's not bad. It's not a bad Pokemon. It has a lot of type coverage thanks to water and electric, It has a lot of weird resistances as a result as well. There's really not much bad to say with it, besides that it just doesn't have the greatest staff in the world. I really thought I was going to be over with this fight by then, but that stupid Quagsire made me put me to sleep for so long that I just ended up using a full restore, and now I'm killing a Quillfish. Seriously, Kanto has a really weird obsession with Quillfishes. I digress. And you have a Tentacruel. So with the Super Rod, there may be other new Pokemon that we can catch. I'm not going to go crazy with those because basically all of them are just evolutions of older Pokemon and Pokemon we were able to get before. One of them being Tentacruel. I think one of them is Seeking as well. It's just a lot of evolved Pokemon. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay. Really want to make it to friggin' Lavender Town, man. Ugh. Alright. Swap card to the lead. Swap Warp to the second in the lead. I need to heal card, because I am not biking it all the way back to town. Especially since Lavender's right up ahead. I don't really mind using a Hyper Potion. We have so much money as it is. Because we are loaded. That's without the Amulet Coin. Level 50 on Warp, and you're probably wondering how the hell did I get both of my Pokemon burned? I have really horrible luck, apparently. Oh, God. Oh, my God. There's so many more. For one, that fight had a Magmar and a Sunflora. The Sunflora did basically nothing. It died immediately. The problem was the Magmar burned my, burned card through a Flamethrower. Hence why card is almost dead again. And Warp used Waterfall on it, which also burned him because of the flame body. I can't win with this game, I swear. I am gonna actually go to... I'll go to Dave. Card's not really having a good time with anything. Okay, I just want to look ahead. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's just 3 trainers. So what I'm going to do is, I'll talk a little bit, but I'll be speeding through these fights because, dear God, I'm tired of cutting all the time. So, hello, Exatu, I guess, from what I'm seeing right now. And I guess for another random thing to talk about is, I hope you guys are really liking the Okami LP. At the time of recording, it's actually the day of its first episode being released. There's been several episodes since then that have been recorded and all that. They just haven't been... Time is weird. Time is a weird construct, so at the time of recording, it is the first episode of Okami coming out, and I am very excited, and I know there was some, one of you guys in the comments, at least on one of the older Pokemon videos, straight up says, like, are you hinting at an Okami LP? I'm like, maybe. Who knows? I can't hold my excitement, I guess. Although I kind of made it completely obvious when I started talking about Okami getting a sequel and all that. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying that LP. And it is something I'm kind of trying out with the other slot because for those who don't know how the slot structure works, the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday schedule is one game, and that's usually reserved for mostly Nintendo games, but also, anything that would fit that moniker, like... For example, Mega Man was one of them, Earthbound, etc. So, and the other slot was mostly for kind of longer games, but more mature games. Think Persona, Devil May Cry, things that wouldn't fit in the other slot. And with the other slot of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot, I kind of wanted to expand it because, well, one, I was running out of games to do. I've already done 2 Persona games. I didn't want to do a third immediately after. And along with that, that's why it's not very popular. I'll be frank with you. And I've always prioritized to do what I want and do the games I want to cover. And I will still keep that moniker going. But I think for that other slot, it needed to be expanded to have more enjoyability. And Okami seemed like a pretty good slot, or a pretty good game for that slot. So that's why I chose it. And that's why, and plus Okami's just a really good game. So anyways... I shall meet you at the end of all of these fights. And the final phone number of this giant, long, frigging route. Well, combination of routes. We're done. Because heading up north leads us to Lavender. wanted to be quiet for a second because this theme is great. I'm gonna go heal, and well, actually, there's people to talk to in here. We'll chat with everybody. There's really not much to do in this, there's literally nothing we can do in this town besides chat with some people, but it's more of the route to the west that we're gonna be, taking care of, well, I guess next episode, because, yeah, I don't want this to be an all-trainer episode. It already is, though. To the north of Lavender is the rock tunnel. Go through it to get to the power plant. We could do that. There's a radio show that plays the Pokeflute music. And your radio needs an EXPN card to tune into it. I could not speak with that woman, I'm sorry. If the power plant isn't running, the magnet train won't run either. It also means the radio station can't broadcast. Again, one power plant goes out and the entirety of the region's power grid is screwed. You need a Pokeflute to wake up sleeping Pokemon. Every trainer has to know that. Never needed it in Johto. So we have the volunteer house. Can you believe it? Some people get bored with taking care of Pokemon. Grandpa takes in such poor homeless Pokemon and takes care of them. Kind of a dark set, but realistic thing, with especially with cats. Mr. Fuji does live here, but he's away now. He should be at the House of Memories. House of Memories, huh? Lavender Town is very much different than before. That's quite some building, eh? It's Kanto's radio tower. Yeah, the radio tower is a whole new thing, along with this. Also, for some reason, the Name Raider is here. Don't know why. Kanto has many good radio shows. Haven't been able to listen to any of them, lady. Lavender is a tiny, quiet town at the foot of the mountains. It's gotten a bit busier since the radio tower was built. You would think they would have put this in, like, I don't know, Saffron or even Celadon, but no, they put it here. People come from all over to pay their respects to the spirits of Pokemon. I came with my mom to visit Pokemon resting places. There are other resting places of Pokemon here, I think. There are many chambers that only Mr. Fuji may enter. The Pokemon that lived with me a long time. I didn't treat them as Pokemon. I loved them like my grandchildren. This is depressing, man. God. Welcome. You appear to be raising your Pokemon in a kind and loving manner. Those who love Pokemon come here to pay their respects to Pokemon. Please pay homage to the spirits of Pokemon. I'm sure that will make them happy. Can't really interact with any of these, but yeah, these are basically gravestones. Yeah, this is a very depressing town, needless to say, but at least it's better than the creepy-ass town it used to be. Many people are hard at work here in the radio tower. They must be doing their best to put on good shows. You seem to have a panic attack. Oh, no. We've been off the air ever since the power plant shut down. All my efforts to start the station would be wasted if I can't broadcast. I'll be ruined. Hey there, I'm the Super Music Director. Huh? Your Pokegear can't tune into my music shows. How unfortunate. If you upgraded with the EXPN card, you could tune in. You better get one. Thanks for the tip, buddy. Can't do anything about that. Like I said, there's nothing we can do in Lavender Town at the moment. The only thing we can do is head west back on over to Saffron. So, that's where I'm going to end things off for right now. Next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, we can look at, or not, just press the wrong button. We'll be heading west back into Saffron City and heading over to Cerulean, with many trainers still in our way. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.